Hi YouTube and happy 2023. I think a great way to kick off a new year is by evaluating what we already own in our wardrobes and make sure it's setting us up for the year ahead in style. And if you find that you're missing a few pieces, not a problem, that's what the January sales are for. With that in mind, today's video will cover 23 items that I believe everybody should own. If you have these items, it will make dressing for yourself so much easier this year. And who doesn't want to start a year feeling like the clothes part of their life is sorted? So let's just jump straight in. Number one, a good quality white t-shirt. Yeah, I'm going to start there because I feel like that piece is something, yeah, we all have white t-shirts, but a good quality one is so key and so essential, whoever you are, whatever your style is. What I believe that you should be looking for is a t-shirt that fits your body perfectly. It's not too oversized, it's not too tight and clinging, it's perfect for you. And you need a t-shirt that has the correct shade of white for you. And for some people that might sound a bit crazy because you're like, white is white. No, it is not. When you do color analysis, you find that there are certain shades that work for your skin tone. It might be an off-white, it might be a creamy white, it might be the starkest white. You need to find the one that works best for you. And I don't believe that you should be skimping out on quality. I know you think it's a white t-shirt, I'm not going to pay £500 for it. Fair enough. But you should be looking for a white t-shirt that's still not going to go bad, not going to go see-through, and then you have to keep replacing because then that's pointless, in my opinion. And of course, you're going to wear them all the time, so more than one could be good. Personally, I like to have a few different types of white t-shirts as layering pieces. One with a polo neck, maybe one with a collar, a short sleeve, a long sleeve, so kind of all year I always have that option of having just a plain coloured underpiece that works really hard. 2. A striped t-shirt. Not as essential as a white t-shirt, I get that. But I believe it's a really chic item that everybody could do with. It gives you that little bit of fun, almost more dressed up than a plain white t-shirt. It's a bit of personality. The stripes don't have to be this way because that does add extra volume and you might not want to add volume to that part of your body. You might want the stripes going downwards, which will also create height if that's what you're lacking. But I believe a pattern t-shirt in general is a really good piece for everybody, and it doesn't have to be white and black. It can be orange and mustard if you're an autumn, for instance. Whatever it is, the right stripe for you is a really cool and chic personality piece that will be great for you in the summer, even in the winter as a little underlayer, a little bit of fun poking out from somewhere. I just think they're so useful. 3. The denim jacket. If you've watched a previous video, I might have touched on this, but I believe a denim jacket is a classic item that works well for anybody, whatever your style, whatever your body shape. There are so many variations on a classic denim jacket that finding one for you will be so key. It might be that you love pastels and you find one in that baby pink. If you're that summer skin tone, you're porcelain, you can't wear anything too dark, and it just adds that kind of effortless cool into an outfit that I think everyone can do with, really. And as I mentioned in my layering video, it's not just for summer. You can wear your denim jacket in the cooler seasons as that little light underlayering piece that you pop out the collar. It goes over something or under something. Casual jackets are so useful for everyone. 4. Speaking of jackets, a biker jacket, and I have touched on it again in the layering video, but I think it's another casual jacket that we could all do with, whatever your style, even if you're not an alternative person. A biker jacket is just a really good way to smarten up your look a little bit and give you that kind of sexy edge, whoever you are, whatever your style. Say you don't want to wear black, say you don't want leather or mock leather, fine. Suede, it's about the shape and what it does for you. It's that little bit of cool extra that you need sometimes when you just want to look good. It's a great layering piece. So it's nice to have under and over things, and it can transform an outfit. Say you're going out on a date and the denim jacket is still too casual, you want to look a little dressed up. The leather jacket comes in. Super useful. I would recommend everyone try and find the right one for them. 5. Jeans that fit you well. As a personal stylist, I'm going to say that fit is so key. it can change how you look. It can add weight, it can add height. It is powerful stuff. And jeans that fit you well are so, so important. Yeah, you can have some jeans for just playing around at home. You can have jeans for like going out in the garden in. But jeans that fit you well are so useful to have because when something fits you well, you look amazing. And there are so many opportunities in life when you need to look amazing. And you might not want to look amazing in a suit. You might just want to look kind of dressed up casual. You see them on invites sometimes and it's like smart casual, and you're like, what's smart casual? It's probably a good fitting jean, a nice jacket, and a nice top. And again, a bit like the denim jacket, you're looking for a good fitting jean in your colour and in your shape that expresses your personality, whatever that might be. You might be looking for a jean with some rips, you might be looking for a jean with some pleats. Denim has so much customization, so much personality. Finding the right one for you that you might have to spend a bit more money on will be so worth it because you will not be replacing it. You're looking for a timeless jean, not some faddy, trendy jean. You're looking for a jean that expresses you, makes you look fantastic, that you will wear for life if you can. I understand in life there's a lot of wear and tear, and that perfect jean might not last forever. But if it's a good quality jean, you will get a lot of wear out of it and it will be worth every single penny. Okay, next, 6. I'm not going to start this cheesy. Yeah, 6. Nice underwear. Yeah, a little bit cringe, a little bit embarrassing, but it makes all the difference in your outfits what's underneath. Doesn't matter if no one sees it, you see it, you feel it. And honestly, good style comes from good confidence. So treat yourself, do something nice for yourself. You don't have to wear it all the time, but it's nice to have it when you might need it. When you're going out somewhere nice and you just want to have that emotional boost, maybe you pick a red, which will give you that boost. Maybe you've just spent a couple more pounds on it than you usually would. It will make all the difference. 7. A piece of clothing or accessories in your favorite color. When I do color analysis with people, a lot of the time I ask people what their favorite colors are, what they're gravitating towards. And they'll say a color, and I'll notice later from their wardrobe that they don't actually own anything in it. And you think, why would you not own something that you love and that suits you as well? I think it's really important in your life not just to see clothes as function, but see clothes as items that make you happy and those who see you happy. Right now, I am wearing my favorite color and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yeah, your favorite color might be a hot red like mine, and you might not want to go for a jumper in it. You might just want to go for like a watch strap, but it's on you and you're feeling good in it. You might just have a shoe and it's got a stripe in that color, but in it you feel like you're expressing yourself. Do yourself a favor, and if you see something in your favorite color, have the confidence to buy it, have the confidence to wear it. 8. Something to wear to a wedding. I know a lot of the time you get invited to a wedding of someone you're close with, and then you really carefully buy that outfit. Maybe they've given you a theme. Maybe you've hired a personal stylist, such as myself, to go and curate an outfit for you. I'm not talking about those important weddings, but the kind of surprise wedding that you want to be prepared for. So it's always nice just to have a safety, nice piece in your wardrobe to crack out in case you've become a plus one, for instance. So you can go, okay, I don't really know these people, but I want to look good and I don't want to go out and spend anything. And you want that piece to be not just for, that random wedding, but maybe a few other random weddings that you get out and it doesn't matter because the crowd don't know you. 9. An icebreaker accessory for important moments like an interview or a first date, or moments where you're meeting someone for the first time that you want to impress and the atmosphere could be a little bit awkward. You're nervous, they're nervous, whatever it might be. It's really nice to have an accessory that could be a talking point in some way. It might be that item is a jewelry piece and maybe it's got something like a cowboy hat because you love cowboys. It might be that you're at a job interview, you've got a tie and it's got like foxes on it. And then they remember a fox tie guy and how well he spoke and that kind of thing. And maybe in the first minute where they're waiting for someone to come in who's late, they're just talking about foxes. So it's just really useful to have little fun items that express your personality like that and break the ice in situations. Number 10, a patterned bottom. I'm talking about something for the bottom half of your body because I do these wardrobe edits, and a lot of the time I see people keep it pretty plain. On the bottom, it's like black, it's navy. If you're lucky, you're getting a grey or a white. And I don't see why all the fun has to be on the top all the time. Pattern on the top means you're going to be looking at a face, and a lot of the time people are very proud of their faces. But that doesn't mean you can't have fun with your legs. In the 70s, people wearing a lot of patterned bell bottoms, and you could be doing that too. Could be a skirt, could be a trouser, could be a dress with a jumper over the top, but it's got a pattern. Whatever it is, your bottom half deserves some fun too. 11. Smart trainers. What's smart and what isn't smart is constantly changing. And I believe that trainers now are becoming pieces. Yeah, they're not brogues, yeah, they're not heels, but they're also becoming a part of our smart formal wardrobe. And I believe that everyone should own a pair of trainers that isn't the trainer that they're kicking around a football in a park that's covered in mud. It's nice to have a trainer that you can wear with that suit, you can wear with that nice dress, that will take that formal item and tone it down a little bit, make you look cool. A trainer that's clean, crisp, still comfortable, still fits you well. Maybe you've got a smart occasion that you know you can't be like toiling around in uncomfortable shoes in, but you still want the shoes to look smart. I think it's so important. 12, my lucky number, hard working boots. I don't mean the kind of boots that you wear on a building site. I mean boots that will work really hard for you. Boots that you will wear on multiple occasions. Everybody needs to own a good pair of boots that isn't just a one time pair of boots. Because when you find a good boot, you will keep wearing it in the winter. And they're a little bit more dressed up than trainers sometimes, in my opinion. Fight me on it, people. What? Boots aren't smart, but they can be. They really can be. And boots that maybe they're black, maybe they're a brown, whatever they are, that you can get out in smarter occasions are going to be really useful, that are comfy. 13. Knitwear with personality. I talk about this a lot as a stylist because I believe it's really important to be expressing your personality through what you wear. Why not have some pieces that are a little bit fun, that show you off in some way? And it doesn't mean Christmas jumper to say personality. It doesn't even have to be like a print with like horses all over it. If whatever it is that you feel like expresses you, like a nice jazzed up piece of knitwear is almost like wearing a shirt in the winter. And you'll probably wear a shirt with your knitwear, but some knitwear can do it all. So just really useful to own. 14. Pajamas that you're not embarrassed by. I think it's really useful to have nice pajamas, whatever nice means to you. Just something that isn't embarrassing for those moments. Maybe something has happened, your car has broke down, and you have to go and sleep at your husband's parents' house one day. I'm not saying like keep it in the back of your car for like break for emergencies or something, but I think it is just useful to be prepared. A lot of people like sleep, I don't know, with nothing at all or like with an old t-shirt, which obviously is fine. But if you want to dress up your sleepwear for other people to see it, you're in that situation where you've been invited to a wedding and it's a holiday destination wedding and everyone's all going to get together for breakfast and you want to look a bit nice. 15. Something to wear with your swimwear. While we're on the topic of holidays, I think it's really good to be prepared for a whole outfit. You don't want to just buy your swim shorts and be done. You want to think about what top might go, what cardigan, whatever. You might get out the pool, you might be a little bit cold. It's nice to think about that whole look. You might swim and then you're walking down the rest of the beachy area and you want to be prepared for that. And you might not want to waste your everyday clothes by getting them a little bit wet, because you will get them a little bit wet. So it's nice to have items that are purely put in that swimwear categories, that your normal clothes can still be normal clothes in those situations. So just think about like the whole look, what's easy, get creative with it, have a look online what other people wear as full swimwear outfits. Sometimes I like to wear a shirt, could be like an oversized shirt. 16. Touchscreen gloves. These are really useful items, and I'm just gonna say it, 2023, if you don't have them, what are you doing wearing normal gloves? Because let's be real, we are all on our phones. 17. Sandals that are comfy and cool. I notice this a lot in the summertime that some people aren't sandal people, men typically, and they will just wear their trainers and their socks and they'll get tan lines and they're cool with it. And I don't know why a lot of people find sandals weird and toes weird. And if that's your thing, I'm sorry, you do you. But as a stylist, I just think it's nice to have nice sandals, man or woman. Something a little bit, it's got a pattern maybe, or a detail, or it's just a really clean leather or mock leather or whatever it is, but just something nice. It's a little bit like having a nice trainer, but in the summer, let your toes breathe. 18, heat keeping clothing. So I'm talking about items like heat techs, for example, from places like Uniqlo or whoever else does heat tech. Nowadays, while weather can be quite extreme, it's really useful to have those kind of underpieces that maybe you can see them intentionally, maybe you can't, that just keep you feeling good because you don't want to catch a cold in the name of fashion. And they can look really nice. They can be something that you show off and it's like a normal item, but it's better. Whether that's a legging, a heat sock because you get poor circulation, you get cold feet, or a top, or like a fluffy, you might wear it out, you might wear it in. 19, nude tights and socks. I notice this a lot, that people that are wearing, skirts and dresses and such, they don't think about the whole look and they'll wear a black, which is very typical in a tight with a black shoe. And yeah, that will give you a long leg, but also sometimes that doesn't necessarily go with your dress or skirt. And a nude is almost like not wearing anything. And sometimes that's actually better than wearing a black with your outfit, because I don't believe that black goes with everything, but your face and your hands go with everything. So it's really useful to have that nude. If you have a nude sock and a nude shoe, you've still got that extra long leg, but it just doesn't take away from the rest of the outfit. So you can wear your pastels in peace. While we're on the topic of nude, I think it's really good to have a nude shoe. Again, it's that extra skin, that extra foot. It's that item that isn't shouting too loud when the rest of your outfit needs to be the star. It just means that you're basically not wearing anything on your feet. 21, the best button down shirt for you. I talk about expressing your personality a lot, and I believe it is so important. And you can do it in so many different ways through so many different items of clothing and accessories. And a shirt is a really good piece to do that. There are many times in life where we have to wear a white button down, for instance. Great, have that. But also have that great personality shirt. That one with a pattern that's your pattern, that one in your colour, that one with pearls or studs or fringing or whatever it is that's you. It doesn't have to have that classic collar if that's not you. Maybe it's a granddad, the collarless collar. Maybe the button doesn't go all the way down. Maybe the buttons stop here. It could be the shape. Maybe it's got a peplum, that's that kind of frilled waist. Maybe it's extra long, like a dress. Whatever it is, be on the hunt for that shirt that expresses your personality, that you can break out in those smart casual moments. 22. Light, thin summer fabric pieces. It's really good to be prepared for every season. I'm talking about when we're having a heat wave, because and have items like linen and cheesecloth that are light and breathable, and you could keep them on all day and hopefully not sweat too much and have to keep washing them and changing them. You can get so many nice fashionable pieces in good breathable clothing that doesn't cling to your body, that's nice and loose but not too oversized if you can't wear oversized clothing. 23, a smart bag to match our smart shoes. Outfits should have care taken when put together. Don't miss out anything, because everything is important. Everything should work together. You don't want to be let down by a single piece. You don't want to be let down by a black shoe that doesn't go with anything. Equally, you don't want to be let down by a black handbag that doesn't go with your outfit. You don't want to be let down if you're going somewhere smart and you only own one backpack. It's nice to be prepared and have more than one bag for different occasions. You've just bought that smart white trainer that you wear with your suit. Have a smart white bag. Maybe you've got brown brogues, they're a deep brown. Try and find a deep brown bag to match. You match your belt to your shoes, why would you not match your bag? And yeah, you can have things in your pocket, and you can have things in your pocket in the meantime while you still haven't found the right bag yet. Bulging pockets, It's a look. So that was all 23. I hope that you found it useful. Don't feel in any rush to go and buy everything off the list. In general, I think finding good clothes shouldn't be rushed. Otherwise, you buy these purchases because you feel, oh my God, I need something, anything will do, close enough. And then it sits in the back of your wardrobe untouched. And those are the items that I try and make work for you on wardrobe edits, but sometimes they haven't worked and it's a shame. So it's great if you can find these things. And I'm not saying they're for 2023. Yeah, I've made a video with a bit of a theme. But at the same time, if you don't find one of these pieces this year, there's a lifetime to look for them. I just hope that this is helpful. I've been noticing a pattern of things that people don't have in their wardrobes that I think would be useful. And as a personal stylist, I just like to prepare people for what life throws at them. If you would like to book a wardrobe edit with me and I can give you some real personal help, identify the gaps in your wardrobe, I would love to do that. Book a free discovery call with me on natasharitzkovitz.co.uk and we can actually have a one-to-one chat and tailor a session to your needs. Thank you so much for watching me last year, and I hope you enjoy the videos that I will make this year. Here's to a happy, healthy, and stylish 2023. Goodbye.